Welcome, guys. Hope everyone's doing well, as always. Today gets me thinking about the power of the now, the power of the present moment, and how we take it for granted. Because everything happens in the present moment, but typically and usually our focus is on either the past, things that have happened to us in the past, or we're looking ahead to the future of things that will happen to us, looking for that career opportunity, looking for better opportunities in general within our lives. I know for me personally, where I struggle nowadays, not so much with the past, even though I have in the past focused on things that have happened to me in the past tense, that it took me away from the now, but not so much nowadays. Nowadays, I'm kind of more focused on the future and the outcome of the future. My head's always thinking about how my future is going to look, and when I can't see, when I can't see breadcrumbs, or I can't see one particular path or paths that lead me to a better future than where I am now, it causes unneeded anxiety and just overthinking, and it takes me away from the present, it takes me away from the now, and that's all we have is the now. Everything that's beautiful to us that we can perceive is happening right now in front of our eyes. And even though our bodies are in the now, always, we're in the now right now. We're in the now right now. But our minds are constantly trying to take us away from the now. And when we do that, anxiety creeps in, depression creeps in, overthinking creeps in, attention wanes. Attention wanes because your attention, the only real attention you have is available now. I mean, you're placing your attention on future or past things that have happened or will happen, or maybe they won't ever happen, Maybe you're thinking about something that it's going to happen in the future, or you're worried about something bad that's going to happen in the future. That's even worse, It's better to, look to the future with a positive light if you're going to look to the future at all. Even though it's best to stay in the present, right? Because our best future is existing now in the present, if we can see it now. But if we're looking to the future in a negative context, like we're expecting bad things to happen, and we're pretty much, like I said, we're expecting bad things to happen, that's like double whammy. You're looking to the future, but then you look to the future with a bleak outlook of it, of things that might not even happen. You're conjuring up so much anxiety and stress over things that might not even happen. And it just does ourselves a disservice, because it raises cortisol levels. First of all, it's because you're already worrying, currently in the now. Whenever you are in the now, you're worrying about things. But then you look into the future, you're placing your attention on the future and constantly worrying about future outcomes also. So you're taking the energy the energy that you have now of worrying, and you're placing it into the future on things that will or may not happen to you ever, but you're still worrying about these outcomes that might not even happen. You know what I'm saying? Me, it's more so is like, I know my future is going to look better than where it is now, but I can't see it. I can't see it. I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to get from where I am now to where I'm going to. Even though if you ask me any given day of the week, Keith, do you think your future is going to look better than where it is now? Do you think you have a bright future ahead of you? I would say with a resounding 100% yes. My future is going to be better than where it is now. I truly believe that within my heart of hearts, and I feel that within myself. But I don't know how to get there. And that causes a lot of unneeded anxiety, a lot of overthinking. It takes me away from the present moment. It takes me away from the now. It takes me away from my breath. The inhale, the exhale, the silence in between. Of course, I do my meditation practices and stuff like that every single day, multiple times a day, like usually twice a day if I can, morning and night. And that centers me, and that usually sets me up for a good, productive day of staying in the now, relatively staying in the now, most of the time. I might try to, something around me might try to knock me off my now, try to knock me off the present moment. And sometimes sometimes they succeed. Most times they don't, though. And I say that my meditation practice has helped me from getting knocked off of that. But I'm not a perfect person, If usually it's not even the things outside of me that's going to knock me off. It's my own self knocking me off of my center by, again, focusing on foreseeable future things, what's going to happen in the future. It just takes me away from what's going on now. It's like I play the game too of looking at the clock, even though I preach so many times that time isn't real, like I know this. And yet I know that my time on this earth is limited, right? I'm in my early 30s right now. I know time doesn't matter and age doesn't matter. But for context, I'll tell you that I'm in my early 30s. And my living situation currently, while I am grateful for it, while I'm appreciative of it, it's not one that is beneficial for me. You know what I mean? I appreciate the roof over my head. I appreciate the roof over my pet's head. But it's not a place that I want to be at. It's a place that is a placeholder. And so I look to the future of, when will I get out of this situation? When will I be in a better situation for me? When will I be perceivably doing better than I am now? That's where my mind goes. Do I think I will get there? Yes, absolutely. But when will I get there? I have impatience. And the impatience is coming from looking forward, but not accepting the things that are happening now and appreciating the things that I have now, because I'm getting taken away from the present moment by something that's going to happen in the future. And so, as I've said before in previous video, that I've been dabbling into Buddhism, Buddhist teachings. And the biggest thing with that is to stay in the present moment, One of the biggest things, follow the breath, stay in the present moment. That helped me a lot with anger, actually. I was a very angry person when I was growing up. A lot of things ticked me off. I was a very serious person. I didn't know life, how life actually is. I couldn't see past the veil of Maya, I was totally in the illusion. And I was a very uptight person. And I've kind of transitioned to the complete opposite of that, but it wasn't until I had to go through all of those years of being angry that I can realize that I've wasted so much time on anger. Being angry over things that didn't matter, being angry over things that had no outcome of who I am as a person or had no outcome of how I was going to be in my life. I was just reactive, and I was just, again, uptight, altogether. I took things way too seriously. It's okay to be serious about certain things that matter to you, but I was being serious about things that didn't matter to me on top of that, which served me none. And I was also not being in the present moment, because a lot of things I was angry about was things that have happened to me in the past that I couldn't get over, that I couldn't let go. Expectations, you know what I'm saying? But by the grace of God, by the grace of all things, I was able to get past that anger by trusting myself and remaining more so in the now, And that's going to happen. That's how I'm going to get past this little thing of looking to the future for answers, looking to the futures for a path that's going to lead me out of the situation that I'm in now. Because all I want is the vision, all I want is to see through the murky trees, because the path is covered right now and I can't see my way out of it. And that's the worst part, is not being able to see your way out of something that's causing you strife, that's causing you suffering. And to not be able to see past that, to know within yourself that you will get past it, to know within yourself that better times are ahead, sure, but when you can't see that path and it's covered up, and you got to kind of move away one branch here, move a branch here. It's like a very gradual thing. And we can't really see that path until we remain in the present moment and look for the things around us that are helping us to get towards that. But again, we have to stay present to realize those things, to literally move the things out of our path so we can see a clearer path begs for us to remain in the present moment. And so, yeah, the present moment is all we have, guys. But yeah, that's all for today. Hope everyone's doing great. You know, I wish well for every single one of you. And yeah, much love to all of you as well. Until next time, I'll see you around. Peace out, guys.